Throughout all of time, people have wondered what it would be like to be able to do something other people couldn't, to have special abilities or powers and make the impossible seem possible. Few, though, have taken the reins of that aspect and learned how to do those seemingly impossible things. Those people are known as magicians. Magic tricks have been around since 2700 BC, when the earliest trick ever recorded was performed by a magician named Dedi in Egypt, and images of this were found depicting this in the pyramids. The same magician is also recorded to have performed a trick where he cut the head off of a bird and replaced it with a different head of another bird, while both birds are still alive. Modern magic, however, has taken a different approach. The beginning of modern magic is attributed to Jean-Eugène Robert Houdin, who was born in France in 1805. He performed magic differently than most would expect, and did so through using different machines he made, and by today's standard, these machines would be considered robots. He had one machine that was a duck that could poop, another that was a self-riding machine, and even the tree from the famous orange tree trick that is also depicted in the movie The Illusionist. Shortly after his death is when magic became much more mainstream with the rise of Harry Houdini, who derived his name from Robert Houdin's by making it Houdini, which means Little Houdin. Harry Houdini, while he did perform card tricks and considered himself a master with cards, was more known for his escape acts, whether it be his Chinese water torture escape or his milk can escape. Everyone, even today, knows of Harry Houdini as a major face in magic. At the same time Houdini came to prominence, another magician came into the spotlight, known as Dai Vernon, who is today considered the father of modern card magic.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm no youngster. I'm 78 years of age, and I've been studying magic for over 72 years. I wasted the first 6 years of my life. But I'm going to do a few very simple things for you. This is the oldest trick in recorded history. Dates back to ancient Egypt. Now, these are sterling silver cups, and the only peculiar thing about them is that one will pass through the other. And if you measure the inside measurement, you see they're deeper on the inside than they are on the outside. I explain everything as I go along. You can't go wrong. Now, in the old days, they used to judge a magician's skill by how well he did this trick. But they used to work at a very rapid rate of speed. Now, I'm going to do everything in slow motion so you can see exactly how it's done. And if you don't understand, I'll explain it a little later. This is ball number 1. Ball number 2. You know, every time I do this, people are suspicious. They think the ball is not actually in the hand. It really is there. It's all in the power of the mystic wand. When you spin the wand, the ball always returns to its little home again underneath the cup. Now, perhaps I worked a little too quickly. That's very kind, but if you just nod your head, that'll be all that's sufficient. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to show you that this is real Egyptian magic, not sleight of hand. As I say, they used to work very rapidly, but I'm going to do this slowly. Now, I'd like, young lady, one of you, will you point, which cup would you like? Which one of the cups? The center one? Very well. Now, watch. I'll take the ball from the center cup. I know you don't believe this, but I'll put it on this side or this side. Which side? Which side would you like it? Over here? All right. Now, watch. That's all. You see, I took it from the one that you asked me to, and I put it right over here on the side you asked. Now, of course, if you'd asked me to place it on the other side, I'd have had to do it left-handed. You have to be ambidextrous to do this. You see, it would leave there and come over there. Now, I'll explain this a moment later. Now, I'm going to show you how the ball will penetrate the cups very, very slowly. Now, I'm going to do this very slowly. Now, watch this as closely as you can. I'll put the last ball here. You see, they all collect together.
At the age of 6, he discovered the book The Expert at the Card Table by S.W. Erdnay, and from then on was completely enthralled with magic. Though the author of the book was never discovered, it is still used today and is considered by magicians as the Magician's Bible. Vernon, also known as the Professor, discovered many new principles with cards and was even able to fool Harry Houdini, who claimed to be unfoolable, many times over, and his legacy is shown by his protégés such as Ricky Jay and Richard Turner. Now, magic has grown even more mainstream thanks to people like David Copperfield, Chris Angel, Penn and Teller, and David Blaine, and the acts of magic have just become more and more iconic. From Copperfield making the Statue of Liberty disappear, to Blaine's many acts, such as his ice pick trick, to his Frozen in Time act, to being a literal Mary Poppins and holding balloons, or even to Dynamo floating many feet above a skyscraper.
More comforting than success, but the magician's slights are there to make us question, and misdirection is the biggest part of the trick.
I come to work and then I see a bloke floating in the middle of the air.
Many people that remain completely unheard of helped pave the way for these huge names in magic. In the 1940s, a man by the name of Mirin Dejo had an act where he was completely impaled by a sword without any blood or harm seeming to come to him. He later died due to internal bleeding from a similar trick where he would swallow ice picks.
Years ago, Indian mystics showed Dejo how swords could be passed through their bodies without causing injury. They persuaded him.
In 1927, a magician named Haji Ali was able to consume deadly amounts of water, followed by drinking kerosene, and was then able to bring the kerosene back up and light a fire with it, and then was able to bring the water back up after to put out the fire. This act ultimately killed him. In the early 1900s, a man by the name of Claude Louis Delaire, better known as Mac Norton, became known as the human aquarium and was able to regurgitate live fish, turtles, and frogs. While entertaining, magic performances also have an element of competition in being able to do the more daring feat seemingly unscathed. While this leads to many amazing acts that are done, it also presents a great danger to magicians attempting these feats. Chung Ling Soo died on stage while attempting to perform a bullet catch. Madame Delinsky died of the same cause. Gilbert Ginesta drowned in a milk can while trying to perform an escape, and the Amazing Joe was crushed to death while trying to escape a buried alive trick. These are just a few of the examples of magicians who were so dedicated to their craft that it led to their demise. Magic now is taking a different approach to many and has become more of an art form. People like Shen Lim, who don't speak during their acts, but rather let the magic speak for itself. Other magicians, such as Teller from Penn and Teller, prefer not speaking so that the audience must tell themselves the storyline, rather than the magician doing so. Other people like Jan Frisch and Mario Lopez add more of a clowning and slapstick approach to magic. then people like Juan Colas are doing magic that is designed to connect with people and make them believe in something bigger than them that they never knew could have been possible.
Juan Colas for friends, and I'm from Salamanca, Spain. Para los magos sería micromagia, micromagic. Siento que la magia que hago tiene que ver más con el significado, con el sentimiento, que con el truco, con los objetos. It's not about the object, it's about the meaning of the experience. Why magic?
Yeah, why not drawing, or like why magic?
Because magic has something special in the moment that you see the magic, your rational brain melts and you can feel here, because here is not working. With all the types of arts, I think it's not the same, because maybe you are like with a big picture, 2 meters, Pollock, Rothko, I don't know, but it's only a moment and it's only here and not melt here, this. You know, in magic you cannot rationalize it because it's not work, your brain. So the only thing you can do is feel. Creo que se dice siempre, always the same, but follow your instinct, because I have a lot of tricks, like the pencil one, or the rain one, or other tricks. The first time I share with my friends or with my family, it's only a thing that amazed me.
And people like Chris Ramsey are continuing to make magic more known through the medium of YouTube and online videos and presence. Magic also has taught many people different philosophies on life and psychology. Jerry Andrews said, "I can fool you because you're a human. You have a wonderful human mind that works no different from my human mind. Usually when we're fooled, the mind hasn't made a mistake. It's come to the wrong conclusion for the right reason." Richard Turner, who has been blind from the start of his career, said, "No matter what hand you're dealt, don't let anyone tell you you can't play." Magic is the only art form where the user practices fervently to not show any skill being displayed. Magic is continuing to grow and reach new audiences that might have been previously unaware or not very knowledgeable of it. Books like Magic is Dead by Ian Frisch help spread it to new audiences. Anyone who experiences magic in person experiences something that someone watching on a screen can't enjoy to the fullest capability. But it is a connector to people's hearts. Magic is a universal language and can be understood regardless of language barriers, personal backgrounds, or status levels. Magic lets us believe there is more we don't understand and that anything can be possible.
I've been here 25 years. I think he's been in like 33 years. Never seen Lord. Never saw Lord's bit. I mean, we actually saw him getting Lord's with his hand.
I seen you bend that ball like that. I ain't never seen that happen. Been up here all the time. That's all. Incredible hole.
1, 2.
Is that it? Make sure that matches.
Yeah, that matches.
8.